Hey everyone, Utimia here. Happy morning. It is a Friday morning in Denver, Colorado. It is beautiful outside. It's a Friday morning, I guess, in most of the United States. Today I want to talk about freedom of expression and how that works in your health. So according to Chinese medicine, we are all on the human level, and there are three levels in existence. There's the heaven level, the human level, and the earth level. Humans come to fulfill the contract between heaven and earth. So we are direct conduits between the messages of heaven and the messages of earth and how they come together to fulfill the human contract on earth. Now, so all of us are born with different ideas, propensities, constitutional things that would help us to attain the greatest semblance of our own truth, dharma, if you will, success, life purpose, if we are fulfilling our contract between heaven and earth. Now, it is always available to fulfill this contract according to Chinese philosophy, but you could choose not to. And then, because it's a contract between heaven and earth, and humans are kind of just the conduits between that, we're kind of easily dispensable. So if you're not going to choose to do what Creator made you for, or what you feel most called to, the universe or the heaven and earth will find someone else to fulfill that part of the contract, and it just keeps going like that. So the way I interpret this in the many traditions I've studied, is that when we are given inspiration, when something comes to us and makes us really excited, that is our view into our contract between heaven and earth, so that we are fulfilling the highest good, the highest practice, the highest dharma, success, purpose of our lives and the collective consciousness at the time. So my question to you is, what inspires you? What makes you shine? What makes you feel freaking great? Ah, yes! What is that feeling for you? My name, Muse in Medicine, comes from the Rumi quote, "We rarely hear the inward music, yet we are all dancing to it nevertheless." So that made a lot of sense to me as a holistic healthcare practitioner. If symptoms are showing up on the outside, symptoms like pimples, headaches, stress, muscle pain, nerve pain, etc., etc., and so on and so forth, it's because there's something inside that's not balanced. And in my curanderismo background, we always work on the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. You cannot separate them. So in my clinical practice, which I've had strong now since graduating from acupuncture school for 4 years, legally, but in I have like a medical clinical practice that I've been doing since I was kind of a kid, helping people heal their lives. Some people were just born into this stuff, I guess. One thing I see all the time is people who suffer the most physical symptoms are the unhappiest. And that's just true. That's just like a correlation. They hate their job, or they hate their family situation. They might not hate their family. We don't hate our families, but they feel trapped. When we feel trapped, we don't thrive, okay? It's like not getting any sunshine in your plant. You need sunshine, you need wind, you need the wind to take your seeds, right? And plant them so you feel fulfilled, so your purpose is moving forward. So inward music medicine, or we rarely hear the inward music, Muse in Medicine, not only has to do with musing within, taking your own awareness and consciousness as a witness to your own experience and see how your experience is in fact informing your healthcare, whether it's a chosen experience or a forced experience. We come to realize a lot of things are chosen when we're not sure like how, but everything's layers. It's complicated. And Muse in Medicine as a muse in the medicine. The medicine is the muse, and the muse is in the medicine. So what inspires you? What makes you excited? What makes you thrive? So for me, that's singing and dancing and performing. And ever since I was a kid, I grew up doing danza azteca, so I was always performing. I sang in high school, I sang in middle school, I sang in college, always danced, and that's a very strong place of home for me. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check out my band, we actually perform tonight, Friday night, July, what's night, the 7th, in Boulder at Planning the Pavement or Painting the Pavement event. So you can check that out. We'll post it on the BAUBO page soon. But it's just super duper fulfilling for me to dance and sing and perform. And I've only recently been really honoring that because I was also raised in a culture where women are quiet, where you shut up, where you're not too loud. My grandma told me all the time, "State quieta." And I wasn't raised speaking a lot of Spanish because my grandma used to get beat for speaking Spanish, and my grandpa fought in World War II, so we weren't given the language in the same way that first generations are necessarily. But when I was in trouble, I would get yelled at in Spanish. And so, "State quieta" is kind of like, shut up, be quiet, don't be too loud. Don't be too loud. I'm a loud ass woman. I was a loud ass little girl, but I was always taught not to be too loud. So I'm 33 now, and I'm finally like owning, like, wait, I'm loud for a reason. So that brings us back to our first topic. You are how you are for a reason, right? If you're quiet, if you're strong, if you're tall, if you're short, if you're loud, if you're sharp, those are tools. Those are tools for you in this lifetime to fulfill your purpose, to fulfill your life calling, your contract between heaven and earth, to create the highest possible positive outcome for your time here with the people we've come to connect with. So that's pretty much my message, guys. Like, what calls you? And I'm talking about dreams. What makes you really excited? Did you just paint something and it like filled your soul? Did you just speak some poetry? Did you just cook a great meal? Did you just spend an hour on YouTube looking at acrobatic videos or at public speaking videos, or something that I really like to do, which makes sense because I'm totally into like being a geeky laboratory medicine person. I love extraction. Like, I can watch videos on like bugs inside people or weird ugly pimple cyst things. Like, I could do that forever, and I'm great at getting those things out of people, doing like little baby surgeries and stuff like that. Like, me and gore, we go a long way together. And that's not because I'm gross. Okay, some of you might think I'm gross, which is totally fine. We all have judgments based on our human experience. But I'm really good at those things, and it makes me excited, right? So that's one part of what I can do. I get really excited when I see like bones broken too, because I want to fix the bones, right? That's not saying I want people to break their bones, but you are called to things by your passion, by your excitement, because they are also calling you. Okay, so I know it's really hard in this society. We have kids, we have jobs, but try to do little things. Like, say you have to wear a uniform to work, but you like the color red. Can you put red lipstick on? Little things. Can you put a flower in your hair? Maybe you can wear the coolest underwear that nobody's gonna see, but it makes you feel more you. Okay, it's like little baby changes in our days, in our ways, in our support of our own highest truth that are going to help us integrate our soul self into our having to work self, that is really going to improve our health. So I hope this message falls well. Really enjoy yourself. Oh, and before you leave, the reason why I thought of this subject is because I get really excited by cutting things up. Clearly, I'm some kind of mad scientist. I like to cut things up, put things together, take things apart. It's fun for me. And I'm an aesthetic junkie, so I like pretty things. So this, it is my little skirt made out of a t-shirt. It says Aslan right there, and see, it's one of like the cool lowrider shirts. I have had it since I was like 13. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna cut this up. I cut it like 10 years ago. I found it yesterday. I put it on. I've been wearing the same clothes since yesterday. It's okay. I'm happy. It's morning. I'm about to get on with my day. Happy day. It's a storm day. May you all work harmoniously with all of the energies in your life, and I will talk to you soon. Many blessings. Ciao.